All right, welcome to Hawaii Kona. Here representing Newton, and the hunted becomes the hunter. I get a chance to ask the questions. So my name is Ivan O'Gorman. Tim Berkel here to my right. Bit of a stud down in Australia, and a long time athlete with Newton. Couple of quick questions. How's your wife first, Tim?
Yeah, she's going well. She's not here with me, so I'm actually flying solo, which is nice for a change. But she's back home and she's going well.
Good. She's an avid equestrian sports person.
Yeah, she's horse mad and she's right into it, which is good. Keeps her very busy and keeps her off my back.
What does she make of all this triathlon lark?
Look, yeah, she's pretty supportive of it, and she loves coming to the races when she gets an opportunity, and she enjoys it.
Good. Do you have a challenge does she ride professionally?
At a younger age, she rode professionally, but she had a break for a while, and now she's just getting back into it. So
Super.
She's hoping to get back to that level.
Nice. Takes a lot of commitment too, huh?
Yeah, it's like having a little kid. You got to feed the thing morning and lunch, and she spends a lot of time with it. More
Awesome.
time with the horse than myself.
Awesome. Hey man, what's the fastest Ironman marathon split you've thrown down? And what were you wearing?
So this year I did Ironman Cairns, and I ran a 2:44, and I was running in of course my Newtons in the distance, beautiful shoe. I love it. It's super fast, and
Sure.
and I've also done a 2:42 in Challenge Copenhagen a couple of years back.
For all us fatties that are trying to keep up to you, what pace is that?
A 2:44 was I don't know it in miles, but
Yeah.
in K pace it's like a 2:54 K.
Yeah.
3:54 K
3:54.
average. Yeah.
Nice. That'd be a lot of people's tempo efforts, 1K efforts. That's awesome stuff. What do you think is going to be the deciding factor on the run splits here in Hawaii this weekend?
Yeah, look, with the weather we've been having, I think we could have some fast times, even maybe another record broken this year. It hasn't been super hot, so yeah, I think we're definitely going to see some fast run times by Crowe and Pete Jacobs and those
Sure.
guys.
Are we talking could they go under 240, you think?
240, it's a huge call, but definitely around that mark.
Sure.
They've gone 242s and 241s here before, so never say never, that's for sure.
Sure. What have you got? Any tips for any of our viewers here that are thinking about running in Newtons, or little tips for to transition into Newtons? Because a lot of people, want to know how people run so well in Newtons. What would be your tip?
Yeah, my tip is definitely be patient with them. They're not for everyone, but you definitely got to give them a go and give them a chance. And once you get running in them really well, they're a great shoe. And they've definitely changed my running style. I'm more of a 4-foot striker now. Before I was a pretty bad heel striker. So
Sure.
I've gone from running 125s in halves to 112s now, 113.
Wow.
So I've improved heaps.
It's just an efficiency thing, really, isn't it?
Oh, for sure, exactly.
But I guess people are unrealistic. They always think that they can buy a new trainer or buy a new paddle for the pool or buy a new helmet, and it just transforms it. It comes down to technique, doesn't it?
No, exactly. And a lot of work, and that's.
Okay, so coming up the weekend, right? There's been people doing some pricing on who's going to be favourite, and they're trying to take into all the factors. Give me who your favourite is to win it, and give me an outsider, and I'll see if I can do the same.
Okay, for my winners, for male and female, I'm going to have to pick Newton athletes. Crowe for the guys, and Rach Joyce for the girls. But I would really love to see Chris Lee really crank a real good race.
Sign out with
here.
a big one,
yeah,
huh?
For sure.
And what about the girls? Give me an outsider on the girls.
Oh, outsider for the girls. Yeah, it's a tough one. I'd love to see Berkel, a girl I grew up with in Albury, a little town in Australia that I grew up with. I'd love to see her really do well.
Sure. She had a great race in Mont Tremblant.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Yeah. Good. So hopefully coming into a bit of form. She's in a stable, to use the equine term, with a lot of good athletes, huh? She's there with Siri, and she's got Rennie and Leanda.
Yep.
And they've got Amanda Stevens and Yvonne. So yeah, those girls have been cranking it hard, I hear.
And how about you, mate? What's your prediction?
I'm going to go for Crowe, and outsider for the men. Yeah, it's tricky. I'll say Clayton Vettel.
Yeah,
why not?
Go Plato, yeah.
He's been doing a lot of dark training. You'd never know. You know, I hope he has a great race.
Yeah.
On the girl side of things, you know, it's so hard to know. I'll try and not let my relationship with some of these girls kind of get in the way, where I know them and work with them. I think like the dark horse coming into it, not so dark, has got to be Miranda Carfrey. You know, I'd love to be saying like Leanda to defend it. With the little niggles and injuries, you see, it kind of diminishes people's expectations. But I think it's going to be a battle between the two of them, to be honest. And the outsiders, then, it's kind of wide open. You know, as you said, Rachel Joyce, and I'd love to see Mary Beth Ellis with one arm do it too, you know. Girl who like dislocates her shoulder or whatever come back. So that'd be a pretty heroic story. But yeah, I'd probably given 4 or 5 names there. But I guess, look, we wish them all the best, and you know, on the day it'll be decided, huh? What's next up for you?
So my next race is I'm going to try to defend my title at the Australian 70.3 Champs in Mandurah, which is in about 4 weeks.
Yeah, you want a giant again for the coming for 2014?
Sorry, what was that?
Are you going to be on a giant for 2014?
So yeah, giant again for the next 2 years, which I'm pretty pumped about. Obviously, I'll be back in Boulder next year getting another retool fit from you, mate. And my position's 10 times better now and riding some better times.
Good, man. Good. Well, it's always a work in progress, because that's the one thing on Bike Fit that I find, you know, there's always a compromise. Like, athletes come in, they've got niggles, they've got issues. It's like, how do you balance it, you know? So we work closely with a lot of athletes, and positions evolve, you know, depending on workloads, injuries, and even the distance and so forth that they're racing over. So we can always take a quick look at you anyway. It's a pleasure working with you, man, and we'll be glad to have you back.
Thanks, mate.
All right, take it easy.
Cheers.
Okay, sweet.